Hello, it's Beta77 here, and I'm bringing you a Bujin deck profile. I know Bujins aren't really competitive in the meta today at all, but they're my favorite deck, and I started playing them about a year ago. So I figured I might as well do a deck profile, just so I have some content on my channel. So let's get started on that now. Okay, for the main deck, for monsters I use the obvious 3 Yamato. Definitely wouldn't ever have less than 3 Yamato, he's just best card in the deck overall. 1 Mizuchi, you could probably play with a 2, but I prefer to play it at 1 because you don't really search out much with him. And sometimes you just get one in the hand where you search out with him. Actually, 1 Rume, you could use this at 2 as well, but it's honestly fine at 1 for the most part. Next, I use 2 Crane. Honestly, I might use a 3 because in the Cosmo matchup, this card just helps a lot. But there's a couple matches I would have won because I had 3 Crane in my deck. Next, 2 Hair. Definitely a perfect amount of this guy. You don't ever want to use 3. It's too clogging. You don't want to use ever less than 2 because it's just prevention and destruction is pretty much the most important thing in this deck. Next one, Turtle. You can actually probably play a deck without this card, but I wouldn't advise it, but you can. But it's overall a great card for protecting Yamato or Susanoo or whatever you need to. Next one, Quillen. This is great for popping stuff like field spells. Or your opponent has like a Cosmo Town. You can use this if you can't get to Castell or anything like that to pop it. And if they don't go for another Cosmo Town, then, well, they don't have Cosmo Town. Or you can use it to pop something like Domain, which is probably a better idea, or pop something like March if they use that. But yeah, this is just a really good card overall. Next, Insignia, Honest in the Grave, probably the most trolly card in the deck. It's really funny. Next, 2 Honest. This is definitely really overkill card. I've done this a couple times where I've double Honest in a Crane in 1 attack, so I've done over like 6,000 points of damage in 1 shot. It's a really awesome card. Next is 1 Trick Clown. This card just really helps with the rank 4 engine. It's just an incredible card. I wouldn't play the deck without it. Just incredible card. Next, 1 Gymnic Garnet. You can use it at 2, but you just need space for other stuff, so I play it at 1. Most of the time, when you draw Brilliant Fusion, you don't draw this card. Next is 1 Murmello. This can just be used pretty obvious to just search out your time space or bottomless. That's pretty much it. That's it for the monsters. Next in the cells, 3 Tenki. It's the only 3 of cells in the deck. It's just pretty self-explanatory. Just search out Yamato or Mizuchi or Hirume, whatever you need to search out. And that's it. Next, 2 Brilliant Fusion. This is honestly the best card in the deck. I wouldn't use it 3 of those because it can get too cloggy. If you draw multiples, you can't do anything else to do with it unless you use Digusting Roll to send back the Seraphinite or in the Garnet, so you can act with this again, but it's just not worth it overall. Next, 2 Bujin Carnation. I was actually using this at 1 for a while, but I've never really had a time where I've needed to, but I guess it helps to get it more likely to draw it in your draw phase or whenever. I just use it at 2 just because it's more consistent that way. Next, 2 Instant Fusion. I used to use it at 3, but then Organ got hit to 1. Kind of stupid thing I think Konami did, but what I can do. Next, 2 Power Duality. This card's kind of okay in the deck now because now the deck is really hill around special summoning because of Brilliant Fusion. But it's a good card still. Just because you can search for Yamato if you don't have anything else to do. My turn. Next one, Foolish Burial. This card is actually really good, but the other time you want to side this thing out or something else if you need to. Next, 1 Soul Charge. Incredible card. Just allows you to make up a defensive board if you need to, or make up something offensive for next turn. Next, on the trap cards. The only 3 of the trap cards in the deck are Phoenix Chain. It's really a good card. Allows you to protect you from attacks and monster effects, mostly the monster effects. So if they sound like Idea or something, you can Phoenix Chain it. Really good. Everything else is a 1 of. 1 Solemn Strike. I actually only have 1 Solemn Strike, but I'd probably play 3 if you have them. But it's fine at 1 too. Solemn, just a really incredible card in the deck. 1 Mirror Forest. It's alright. It's a good card. You can probably swap this out for a Solemn Strike. Next one, Vanity's Emptiness. Vanity's Emptiness. This is just, everyone knows I got this card as in Bujins. Next one, Bottomless Trap Wool. Yeah, pretty self-explanatory. Same thing with Time Space. These are both really self-explanatory. I mean, obviously, it doesn't really do anything. Obviously, it doesn't do anything actually against the Cosmo matchup, but not Cosmo. Well, it doesn't really do much against Cosmo either, but it doesn't do anything against Monarchs. And other than sending back ships from their signs, this thing doesn't really do much against Cosmo. It's a really good card if you can actually get it off, but mostly going to be destroyed in the process. Called Haunted, just really actually good card because you can go for like a Yamato during the end phase. It's kind of funny if they go so Yamato when you use effect. If it's turn 2 and you set this first turn, you can activate this card during that phase to have double send. But yeah, just actually a pretty solid card. I wouldn't use a deck without at least one of it. Next on to the X deck. I use 2 Zeus. Know a lot of people use 3 of it, but I think 2 is fine. 1 Kagetsuchi. Never made this thing. Well, I haven't made this thing in a long time. I wouldn't play the deck without it, but you probably could. Next, Amaterasu is kind of the same thing, just kind of hard to summon. Because you're going to go through rank 2s, or not with 2 rank 4s. We're going to use 2 level 4s to make 1 rank 4 a lot of the time. So that you don't really summon this thing that much. Next one's Tsukiyomi. Probably one of the best cards in the extra deck, actually. It's really easy to use, so you can do something like, if you have no cards in hand, summon Tsukunoa. Use effects to add like a turtle to hand, and summon Tsukiyomi if you have monsters, and then ditch turtle to draw 2 is a really good combo. Next in Dark Rebellion, this thing helps a lot. It's good against Cosmo matchup if they have Dark Destroyer and something else in the field that can be targeted. Because you can see that monster attack when he's in the attack over Dark Destroyer. Next one, 1-on-1. Pretty self-explanatory. Same with Stell and Diamond Dyer. Diamond Dyer's probably especially good in this because you can target Yamato and another card that they control, or any Beast Warrior type monster you control. And then just use Hair's effect to protect them, and then they have a free pop, basically. Next in Giant Hands, this is actually a really incredible card. Especially in this Monarch matchups if you summon vassals, you can use this card's effects to negate them. Really good card. 1 deck Summerall. Really key card. I wouldn't play the deck without it. There's a lot of cards that make this deck there's a lot of cards that make the deck not bad. The deck isn't great, but it is a card that you definitely want to have. It's pretty cheap to get from Gold Series now too. 1 Rafflesia. Haven't summoned this thing much, but it's good, I guess. Good for if you're going first and you can't get out Yamato, but you can get 2 level 4s in that field. Next one, F-Zero Utopic Future. This is actually kind of last minute decision put in because I found a lot of my stuff a lot of times during practice. Like first couple turns, I've been able to summon like a 1-on-1 Castelli and anything else to do with them. Afterwards, so I can just go for F-Zero. It's Execution monsters, and I use 1 Norden and 1 Straff Knight. That's pretty standard in a deck that uses a Brilliant Fusion and Instant Fusion. So nothing really to say about that. Now, side deck. 1 Arasuda. That's pretty self-explanatory. If you need to side something in, don't have anything else to side. If it's something to side out that's not good against a certain deck, you can decide this thing in quick without any decisions really. But it's definitely better stuff you can side in. 2 Ghost Ogre. I definitely would not play the deck without it. This is just an incredible card. Helped a lot of matches. 1 Max C. 2 Max C. Great against a lot of matchups, actually. There's not many decks I wouldn't place against. You might even want to main deck these, but it doesn't matter. DD Crow. This card's good against decks that use the graveyard a lot, like Phantom Knights, but they can recover them easily, or better yet, stuff like Monarchs. This card is great. 1 Garnet, same thing with the Arasuda, if you need something to side in, because it's something to side out, but you don't want anything to side in, you can side in this so you have another target for Brilliant Fusion, if you draw this in hand. Next, 1 Black Rose is kind of a situational card. If I have like Instant Fusion, I can go for Ghost Ogre and Norden, make this and blow up their field before I actually start stuff. It's kind of situational, but it helps, I guess. Another Cold Haunted. I kind of debated whether I put this in the main deck or not, but decided to put it in side deck. It's good. 1 Deep Dark Chapel. The rest of these are kind of just ideas because this isn't a full side deck, but yeah, I guess this is good against stuff like Cosmo. I guess. But not really anything else against. Because it wasn't really help against Monarch except when Ether summoned something. 1 Power Sink Stone. I haven't actually used this thing yet. Traded for it. Hadn't used it yet. It seems interesting. And finally, 1 Treacherous Chapel. I don't know if I'd ever actually decide this thing in. I don't think I'd ever would. would, because I mean, yeah, I play so many trap cards. Like, so many trap cards for today's meta that it just wouldn't seem necessary. That's it, really. I would never take this deck to a tournament and expect to win. I think like the win rate would probably be like a 75 to 25. 75 being how many you lose, and 25% being how many you win. Yeah, I wouldn't actually take this deck to anything serious. But it's fun to use at local sometimes, trying to troll people. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I just want to go over some things on my channel. I don't want to get too far into YouTube, but I want to just do like something for casual, like something just to have fun with. So I'll probably uploading at least. I want to upload at least Yu-Gi-Oh content at least once a month, but probably not more than once a month. But that doesn't mean I won't ever. Might do every once in a while, but yeah, it won't be very frequent. But I will definitely keep uploading. So thanks for watching my video. Please like, comment, or subscribe to my channel. Thank you if you do. Bujin77. See you later.